Hi friends, Evolving Guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for following along with our collection journey. So today's a fun video. We are going to be opening some mystery products. So we have two mystery power boxes. These are available, at least I got these at Walmart. And then we have two of these, I don't even know what they're called. They don't have a name on them. It's just kind of these mystery packs of loose cards. I would not ordinarily buy these, but this is also just a little bit of a public service announcement of some of these mystery products. If you do see them, you can kind of see what we pull. I guess I might say in the tagline, we're opening these so you don't have to, sort of thing. So we're going to do the mystery boxes second. We'll put those back. Those actually are not a bad value. I'll talk more about that. But we'll start with these. It has the Rayquaza VMAX alt art from Evolving Skies on the front to get you thinking that, like, hey, maybe there's some cool card. But if you read, it says one foil guaranteed, but it just says foil card. And my expectation is that it's a reverse holo card. And then it has 25 cards that are probably just bulk cards, commons and uncommons that are going to have very little value. It says inserted ultra rares, which again, an ultra rare, I don't know. I mean, a foil guaranteed. I mean, a reverse holo is not an ultra rare. So, oh, it says randomly inserted. Yeah. So I think at least we'll probably get a reverse holo, and then there's the chance for an ultra rare. Ultra rare is kind of the old parlance. Like technically now, ultra rare is a specific kind of secret rare card. There are also illustration rares, special illustration rares, and hyper rares in the Scarlet and Violet era, but I'm assuming this is using it. We used to call ultra rares any card that was basically more than a holo rare. We would call it an ultra rare. So these were $7.98 at the Walmart. I would not, I mean, I'm doing this kind of for science today for the channel, but I would not pay $8 for 25 random cards with some chance at an ultra rare when your chances are probably most likely that you're going to just get. Oh, it's interesting. It actually is. Oh, yeah. So that's all that's in here. Yeah, I would say in general for mystery products, any product that just has loose cards is not a good deal. You're probably not going to get anything valuable. And even if you get like a quote unquote foil card or a quote unquote ultra rare card, there's a lot of those that are just bulk pricing. And so I do appreciate that these are actually packaged in an extra layer of packaging. Sometimes you just see them just like essentially loose. And yeah, there's our, so it's on top. I wasn't sure how these are going to be displayed, kind of as expected. That is our quote unquote foil card. Now, I don't know, it says one foil is guaranteed, but it doesn't actually say you're only getting one foil. So it says there are randomly inserted ultra rares. So maybe we're guaranteed this as our quote unquote foil card, but that there might be other cards in here. So Brilliant Stars, Cafe Master, Pokemon Catcher, that's actually not a terrible trainer. So here we get a bunch of trainers. I don't mind trainers. I mean, none of those are valuable. Of course, energies also, sometimes that's really disappointing. And it's really kind of, I mean, I wouldn't say it's deceptive necessarily. I mean, it is a card, I guess, but to get energy cards, I mean, those are like basically worthless. So here's some Silver Tempest, just some commons and uncommons from Silver Tempest. I mean, we'll open these with some drama. Some Silver Tempest bulk cards. And now I actually can recycle these bulk cards in different ways, and so it's not like, I mean, I would not pay $8 for a pack of like basically bulk cards, but and that's actually a rare card. It's got that star, so again, not necessarily, doesn't make it valuable. We're kind of holding out hope for maybe a randomly inserted. Now here there's a Charmeleon from Paldean Fates. We're into the Scarlet and Violet. So there's a little bit of Scarlet and Violet bulk. And that's our last card. So yeah, basically you get 24 bulk cards, and this like reverse holo probably also like bulk pricing. So definitely not a good deal, but so I would say stay away from these. We'll open our other one to see if there's anything else. I thought, get a couple. Again, it has that in the front there. I at least like that it has that extra packaging, so at least theoretically, if you got a good card, it's more likely to be protected. So here's our foil card. It's a Sydney reverse holo trainer from Fusion Strike. Rocky Helmet, not a bad trainer. Again, we're good. So Energy Retrieval, also not a bad trainer. I mean, the one thing, these are Scarlet and Violet trainers. There actually are a couple trainers in Scarlet and Violet base set that are pretty valuable. I mean, yeah, Pokemon Catcher, this actually has a little bit of value. So if I'm going to get some trainers, at least, that Pokemon Catcher might be worth $1 or $2. couple energy cards. Yeah, so this is pretty consistent. We had the reverse holo, we had a few trainer cards, a couple energy cards, and now this is bulk from Lost Origin, which is late Sword and Shield era. We're just getting some commons and uncommons. And now, oh, here we go. We got some Scarlet and Violet. Here's some bulk from Obsidian Flames. We're hoping to get a randomly inserted. I mean, this is such a good deal for the packager, right? Because you're, you know, I don't know. These cards are worth like 5 to 10 cents each, probably at market value. And then you're getting the reverse might be worth, you know, some reverses are worth maybe 10 or 15 or 20 cents. So, you know, at most you have $1's worth of cards in here. That's probably even generous. I don't know. Well, no, because there's 25. I mean, if that's 4 cents each, then, you know, so maybe there's a little bit more than that. But, you know, to charge $8 for that. So stay away from those. But for science, now we're kind of onto the more interesting product. These were $30, which, you know, that's not like $0. That's not necessarily cheap, I would say. But I think actually the value on these is pretty strong because you're getting 5 booster packs. So you're paying, you know, a little bit extra, but this is kind of how products work. Even a Pokemon, official Pokemon product. Now these are packaged by third-party companies, so these aren't, they're vintage, they're actual Pokemon products inside, but so you don't have to worry about them being like scam products, but they're packaged by a third-party vendor. So yeah, like we just have open on the channel some new, you know, like the Lily Premium Tournament Collection or the Iono Bellybolt Premium Collection. Like those you're paying, if you kind of have a rule of thumb of like $5 per pack, you know, $5 of the product value per pack. So here we got 5 packs, and so 5 times 5 is 25, and then you're paying that extra $5, I guess, just kind of for the chance. You know, that's sort of the chance, but that's not uncommon. Like those 2 products I just mentioned are $40, and you get 6 packs inside. So 6 times 5 is 30. So you're paying an extra in those cases $10. Really, 5 of that extra money, $5 of that extra value, $5 of that extra value is for the promo card that you get in those, and then the other $5 is for the ancillary products like the card sleeves or whatever. So in some ways, like I feel like 5 packs for $30. You know, of course, it's like it's a little bit more than market, but that $5 is you're still going to end up with 5 packs, which is, you know, right now that's like no small thing because it's so hard to find. Hard to find packs, and then you're just paying that extra $5. I mean, you're hoping that there's some decent, even if you're getting like not chase packs, you're hoping that you can get even just like decent packs. Like if we got, you know, Surging Sparks or Twilight Masquerade or, you know, Paldea Evolved. So you can see here, you know, it's showing you, I mean, these are kind of modern, like quote unquote bulk packs, but you've got Evolving Skies, of course, would be a chase pack. Those are probably $20 to $30. And then it is showing some vintage packs. So randomly inserted, it doesn't say how often. Oh, here we go. Chase pack seeded 1 in 10. So that's not terrible. We've got 2 here. These were the only 2 left on the shelves. So I should say I got these at a Walmart in a rural place. I was out of town. I was a few hours from where I live in a smaller town. And I always love to go to small town Walmarts because they get, I think, the same products that like a bigger town Walmart gets. But there's just, I think, just because there's fewer people and maybe less opportunity to scalp and resell, there's just, you know, fewer. Yeah, I think, I mean, their shelves were pretty clean, I will say, but there were 2 of these mystery power boxes. And again, I feel really good about like paying $30 for this. So let's see what's inside. I don't know. Let's see how these are packaged. I'm going to kind of peek behind. Okay. Just seeing how this is. Actually, they're let's see. I want to get these out in such a way that we can actually, you know, keep the mystery. So I'm going to just peek. So I'm going to pull these out one at a time. All right, our first pack is Obsidian Flames. Again, definitely a bulk modern pack. Not too many exciting hits there. Stellar Crown, again, like maybe a mid-tier set from the Scarlet and Violet, but definitely a modern set. Nothing, you know, there's not a ton of good chase cards in that set, I would say. Okay, the third pack is a Paradox Rift. And I will say, well, we'll see if I'm going to open these. I was not going to open these. Maybe I will open these. If there's anything like super crazy, I might not open it. Another Paradox Rift. So we've got our 5 packs. You know, they're all modern packs. So last one, I'm going to reach in. And another Paradox Rift. So 3 Paradox Rifts, a Stellar, and an Obsidian Flames. I think actually I'm not going to open these just for sake of time on the channel, and there's nothing exciting in any of these sets. I'm going to use these. I would do a daily pack opening on the channel and some other things, so I'll kind of throw these into my, there's nothing, I don't think we're missing out on not opening these, and I can use them for other things. I will show you inside the box. They did actually have, you know, the packs were laying kind of crossways on here, and they had these tabs pulled out like that, so the packs were kind of sitting down in there. So they are protected at least a little bit. So not terrible. All right, so nothing exciting. We definitely did not get a chase pack. So we'll try our hand one more time. I mean, you know, it's a little disappointing. Like, the street value of those 5 packs, not super high. It would have been nice even like kind of, again, like I said, even kind of have a better modern set like a Paldea Evolved or a Twilight Masquerade. I would go for that. Like, would make it feel a little bit better. Those are, for us, those are sets where we're still chasing cards or Surging Sparks. I'm guessing this is probably, these were packaged before Journey Together, so I wouldn't expect a Journey Together. So we got our second one. I'm gonna pull these out one at a time now that I kind of know how they're in there. Oh, these ones kind of tipped over. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these out. So again, Obsidian Flames, not amazing, but we'll see what else we get in here. What is this? Another Stellar Crown. We'll see. Oh, I think another pair. So far it's the same packs. We had 3 Paradox Rift last time. Another Paradox Rift. So far it's the same. So maybe they're going to end up being the same. We've got one last one. Again, I would say before we unveil the last one, I mean, if you find these for 30 bucks, I mean, I think the fun cost for just like the chance, I don't know, again, they put all these like old packs, but you don't really know if you have an actual chance at some of these, but I don't know, because cards are hard to find. I mean, we're overpaying a bit for, especially these are kind of lackluster, I would love, but you know, you can decide if it's worth the chance. All right, our last one, Paradox Rift. So we definitely got not the good ones. They were sealed up pretty well, so I'm assuming no one, like, you know, sometimes you have to double check these, but anyway, you can decide. We paid 60 bucks for for these 12 packs. Again, not amazing, but, or sorry, these 10 packs, so, you know, not amazing, but again, with how hard packs are to find, you can decide. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck out there finding cards and packs and mystery boxes. Let me know if you have opened any mystery products lately and if you've had any luck, and we'll catch you in a new video really soon.